There's a moment, subtle, quick, and often unexpected, when someone says or does something that hits a nerve, a sarcastic comment, a dismissive look, a message that feels like an attack. You feel the surge rising, the heat in your chest, the thoughts racing through your head, and in that moment, you stand at a crossroads. Do you react, or do you respond? Do you let them pull you out of your center, or do you stand rooted? Because here's what the Stoics understood better than anyone. The true battle is never out there. It's always within. Peace is not something you stumble upon. It's something you protect, deliberately, constantly, especially when it's under attack. We all want peace, but few are willing to do what it takes to keep it. That's what this moment is about. Not just learning, but remembering. Returning to what you already know deep down, that your peace is your power, and no one deserves the keys to that temple. So how do we do it? How do we hold our peace when everything around us demands a reaction? The first way is so simple, it's often ignored. Breathe. When you feel the fire building, stop. Just for a second, take a slow breath in, and let it go. That moment of pause is your gateway back to yourself. The Stoics called this the gap, the sacred space between stimulus and response. In that space, you have the power to choose. You're not an animal reacting from instinct. You are a thinking being with the ability to reflect. Your breath is the rope you can hold on to when the storm begins. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." That estimate happens in the breath. That is your doorway to calm. Next, you must remember a timeless truth. Their behavior is about them, not you. When someone disrespects you, insults you, or undermines you, they are revealing themselves, not defining you. It's easy to forget this and internalize the offense. But what if you didn't? What if you looked at their words and saw them for what they are? A mirror of their state. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If they are unkind, that's their burden. But if you lose your peace, now it's yours too. Hold the line. Let their anger pass through you like wind through a forest. Let them rage. You, stay still, but don't wait until the moment comes to start practicing." The Stoics prepared in advance. Every morning they reminded themselves, "Today I may meet people who are rude, selfish, or foolish, but I will not let them poison my soul." This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, is not pessimism. It is preparation, because a calm mind in the middle of chaos is not born in the chaos. It is trained long before. Rehearse the storm before it comes. That way, when the lightning strikes, your inner sky stays clear. Now understand this. Not every attack deserves an answer. Sometimes silence is not just wise, it's powerful. Some people don't want dialogue. They want dominance. They want to pull you into their drama so they don't have to face their own emptiness. But arguing with someone who thrives on conflict is like shouting at thunder. It does nothing and costs everything. Seneca reminds us, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." Your peace is not built by winning every argument. It's built by knowing which ones are not worth having. Remember, you don't have to attend every battle you're invited to. Now ask yourself, what do I truly control? The core of Stoic wisdom is this: control what you can, accept what you can't. You can't control someone's tone, you can't control their words, but you can always control what you do with them. You can always control your energy. When you're provoked, pause and ask, is this within my control? If not, don't let it control you. Let it go. Release it. You were never meant to carry that weight. The next practice is subtle but crucial. Observe your ego. The ego wants to defend, to prove itself, to say, "How dare you speak to me like that?" But the soul only asks, "Who do I want to be in this moment?" There is no peace in the ego, only noise, only battles for identity, for validation, for superiority. But you don't need to prove your strength to anyone who tries to provoke you. You prove it by how little they can shake you. Let your silence speak louder than their noise. Another key is this: shift from reaction to response. A reaction is immediate, it's instinctive, it's emotional. A response is thoughtful, it's measured, it's rooted. When someone throws words at you like weapons, you don't have to return fire. You can disarm them with dignity. You can meet hostility with composure, not because you're weak, but because your peace is more valuable than your pride. Then there's this: see the moment as training. Every provocation is a test, not of them, but of you. You say you want to be peaceful. You say you want to be wise. Well, here's your chance. What if the person provoking you is your teacher? Not because they're right, but because they're giving you an opportunity to practice patience, grace, and clarity. Don't waste the lesson. The Stoics saw every difficulty as fuel. As Seneca wrote, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Let the hard moments be your gym. Let your stillness become your strength. Here's another powerful tool. Choose compassion over conquest. Most people who provoke are hurting, conflicted, unaware. That doesn't make their actions okay, but it makes them human. When you respond with compassion, not approval, but understanding, you free yourself. You rise above. You stay clean while they muddy the water. Compassion is not weakness, it's clarity. You no longer need to destroy others to protect yourself. You simply walk away untouched. And finally, remember this: peace is your responsibility. No one can give it to you, and no one can take it unless you hand it over. You are the gatekeeper. Marcus Aurelius said, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." This is where the true power lives, not in dominance, not in control over others, but in control over yourself. You want to be unshakable? Then build your house on discipline, on stillness, on wisdom. And when the storms come, and they will, you will remain, not untouched, but undisturbed. That is Stoic peace. So next time you're provoked, don't fight, don't flare up, don't prove anything. Breathe, observe, decide who you want to be, and protect your peace like it's your most sacred treasure, because it is. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below saying, "I choose peace, not reaction." And if you know someone who's facing battles right now, someone who feels like they're always being pulled into conflict, send this to them. Sometimes the greatest strength is the quietest one, and the strongest ones, they don't speak their power, they live it, in peace, in silence.